Hi friends, and welcome to card number 4. Can you believe we are already on card number 4? I hope that you are having as much fun as I am creating these cards, and I love how these cards can be used for so many different occasions, and you can so easily change them out, as you've seen here with our Creative Design Studio, adding just a few extra pieces of cardstock or changing the colors slightly changes them so much. This paper is absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait to give these cards out, and I hope that you are enjoying it just as much as I am. So here in card number 4, you see that we have our Workshop Your Way card. So pretty. And then here I have the Creative Design Studio. You'll see that I've added that avocado cardstock in the background to make it pop just a little bit, and I've colored in our camera and light bulb and a little bit on the globe there. I also added liquid glass, which I realized was not on the supply list, but I know many of you already have liquid glass. You could also add shimmer brush to them as well. Okay, or you can even do both, right? All right, so look how cute that is. And then here I've changed the orientation. So again, we're showing how both in, I think it was card number 2, actually card number 2, 3, and 4, we've done a little bit with changing the orientation. And you can see how much that adds to the card as well. And here I put that black in the background, which makes it just pop. There's some liquid glass and shimmer brush here on our butterfly. So for this one, for the Creative Design Studio, in addition to the pieces you've cut per your workshop, if you want to create these designs, you'll need to have black and the avocado film strip, black cardstock. You'll need this piece for here, and I will be putting all the measurements, but this one's 2.5 by 4. You'll need another die cut white butterfly, and you remember that we sprayed with the glass spray 2 card bases, which we're going to use here and here. So in this video, I am going to create these 2 cards for the Creative Design Studio. If you want to follow the workshop, you can create this one per the workshop instructions. Again, you can create all the cards like we do with the Creative Design Studio, or you can create a mix of both the workshop guide and the Creative Design Studio. And all these pieces have come, all these extra pieces have come right out of the workshop. I haven't added anything additional, maybe some white cardstock, I can't quite remember here, but all these other pieces are just left over in your workshop. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to move this one out of the way since we're not going to create this one on camera, but you know you have the workshop instructions for that one. And I think we will start with this one, seeing how it is the closest match to the workshop instruction. The only difference is that we've sprayed in the background and we added that green avocado paper in the background. I also see that I didn't use the Sending Hugs because I felt like I had so much green going on there already, but instead I used another little extra scrap piece of white that's a little bigger than that one to put the You Are Loved. Okay, so that is what we'll go ahead and start with here. I'm going to bring in my little mat over here because we will have some little pieces to put adhesive on, and I like to use this one next to my mat when I do, next to my Versamat when I do adhesive. Okay, just making sure I'm good in the camera here. Put our sample up here. And then we're going to start with one of our bases that we've sprayed. And I'm just trying to decide if I like one better than the other for either direction. I think that, let's see, I think we will save this one for this one, and we're going to use this one here for this one. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and get started. We are going to start with dovetailing our avocado cardstock. And if you are not sure how to dovetail, I usually just estimate the middle 1 1/4. I usually just eyeball it, but for the sake, we'll measure it. And then you're going to meet it up on the ends. Okay, so we're going to go from that end and we're going to meet it up on this end. And sometimes you just gotta, there we go, and I got a little thing there. We'll get that out of there. Okay, so there is our center. And you can see that this is going to go at 1 1/2. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that one down. Okay, and you can choose which side you want up. I have so many extra insides and pieces of so many of the insides and the film strips. I can't wait to make more cards with all the film strips. Okay, so we're going to go 1 1/2. Okay, so 1 1/2 right there. Okay. And then our white, did I put a white piece under there? I don't think I did. Okay, so then we're going to do our film strip next. And I'm going to put adhesive. That's what's nice about this all-purpose mat over here, because my adhesive won't get everywhere, and it's just going to wipe right up off of this mat. So this is why I like to have that there on the side. And don't forget, if you have any adhesive that's coming through, you'll be able to wipe that off with the Rub and Remove eraser. So this is going to go to 10. I'm working upside down here. 10 and right here, 10 3/4. Okay, and you're like, that looks goofy. I know it does. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put our black piece down. I hope I got that straight. Oh, it's not really straight. There we go. Okay, we're gonna put our black piece down. Again, I'm going to get that adhesive off after, so no worries. Okay, and then we've got these pieces, and it's going to go to, let's see, 3/4. So I guess we'll start down here at the bottom first. Okay, so we'll put this one. Hopefully you're seeing okay in the camera. Yep, okay, good. My squeaky chair. Okay, so this one's gonna come here. There, that looks better. It's crooked. All right, and then we're gonna put our other one at the top. Okay, so we got 1 2 3, 1 2 3, so we know we're gonna line those up. Okay, and then you remember I said we were gonna take the Rub and Remove eraser, and we're gonna get some of this adhesive off of here. my goodness, I didn't have that glued down very well. Okay. Okay. All right. And so we've got our spray. Look at how pretty that looks. Okay, and then we're going to take our pieces here and we're going to put the green one and the green one here. And then we're going to put this green one. I'm trying to decide if I want it to match or be lighter. I think I want it to be lighter, so I'm going to put the adhesive on the dark. Alright, and then we're going to do some stamping on our white ones. So we're going to have 3 white ones, and then this was a little scrap that I'm going to use and cut to do my words there. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this over actually. I have 2 of these mats, and one of them is slightly bowed, which is this one, so that's why I'm adding this foam in there also, just to help a little bit. So here's our sample. Here's the one we're creating. I'm going to make sure you can still see. All right, so now we are going to take our camera and our globe. Okay, and I just put all 3 on one block here. You can do however you want. We're going to ink these up with the Intense Black because we are going to color them, and whenever you're going to color, you want to use Intense Black ink so that it doesn't smear. Okay, and there's our globe and our camera. That camera just fits, and I think I just put it crooked. Let's see. Yeah, a little crooked. I'm going to do it on the other side. There's 2 sides to every piece of paper, right? Just giving it a little extra time to let that soak in. And then we're going to do our light bulb. Right here. All right, there's our light bulb. And then I'm going to use my chamois to clean these. Got a FedEx truck arriving on Easter Sunday. Okay. All right, so there is these all cleaned and ready to go back. And then we're going to use our words. You are loved. And you know, I think that, so the nice thing about this is that you can stamp anything you want on here. I think, you are loved, you are the best. I think I'm going to do the you are the best if it's going to fit on my scrap. Yes, it is. So again, originally it would be you are loved. You can do either one you want, or you could do the original card in the workshop is sending hugs. So you could put just the smile and hugs if you wanted to. But I'm going to do the you are the best because I think that I will use that more because I already have a lot of love cards. Okay, so I'm going to go and stamp this here. Okay. And then I'm going to bring in my cutter because this was just a little scrap I had. So I'm going to bring in my cutter and just trim this down a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to banner it on the ends. Actually, I'm going to decide to cut this down a little bit more too. Okay, so I'm going to banner here. So I cut a slit up the middle and then I meet it on the ends. Okay. So there we have our stamped pieces done. We're going to go ahead and glue these down. So there is the camera, the globe, this piece is kind of bugging me a little bit because I can see that white edge a little and I just want to fix it. It's going to have something over it anyways, but I just wanted to fix it. And then our light bulb. Okay. And our words, you could pop them up, but I decided to keep them flat up here. And I'm just going to put that there like that. We've got a heart here. Got a little thing from the film strip I'm trying to get out of here. One of those little things was sticking to my heart. Okay, so we're going to put this one here. And then we're going to put a little one. Right there. Okay, and then we are going to color, and I colored the light bulb with the yellow. Okay, and then I colored just the lens part of the camera. And the circle part on the globe. Okay. All right, and then I used some liquid glass. All right, so then I just did a little bit of liquid glass on, I'm a little shaky for some reason, on the light bulb. Okay, you maybe remember if you were in the cake day, if you get liquid glass, so I was a little shaky and I went slightly out of the light bulb line there. I'm just going to pick it up with my tool and make sure you wipe the tip off. Okay, and then I'm going to put just a line here on the globe. And on the lens of the camera. Okay, and then we're going to set that aside to dry. Look how fun that is. Super fun. Okay, so here is the Creative Design Studio. Okay, so this was the workshop. This was Creative Design Studio, and we're going to make one more for the Creative Design Studio. And I like that you are the best there. It gives me more options of uses for that card. And here we are to our last card in number 4. This one, you will need an extra 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece of the pattern paper, which you do have left over in your kit. So you'll want to cut that piece. I already mentioned those. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start assembling this one. We already did our spraying. So I'm going to go ahead and put this piece down. Okay, and I did just try to center this in here a little bit. Okay, we're going to put that there. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue these two pieces together. We are not going to use the whole thing, but we're going to go ahead and glue the whole thing together. And again, that's what's so nice about this mat here, because we can put the adhesive and it just wipes right up. Doesn't get all over everything. And I do want to put a fair amount of glue. You can use a liquid glue on this too, or just your tape runner. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this onto here. Okay. And then again, we'll take the Rub and Remove eraser and clean up anything that we need to clean up. But I want to make sure we have that. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this down here. Let's see, I don't know if I have it exactly. So at 2 up from the bottom. Okay, and what I did was I want to be able to cut this and not have an open film strip at the end. So I just, you're going to end up cutting a little bit on this side and a little bit on that side, okay? Because you want to kind of get these two pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and get the adhesive on here. Okay. We're going to go 2 up from the bottom. And I did put a lot of adhesive on there because I want it to stick good when I cut it. Okay, so now we're going to cut this here. You can use your trimmer or your scissors. Okay, so see how I made sure that there's an end there. I didn't leave the film strip open. Okay, and then we're going to cut a little bit on this side. Okay, whoops, I cut it a little crooked, but that's all right. We can fix it. Okay, and then I see that I want to add a little bit more adhesive under this end because of where I cut. it didn't have enough adhesive right there. Okay. I'm going to take my rub and remove eraser and clean up any adhesive that I might have. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. Okay. Look how cute. I just love that black on there. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this mat over so that we can do some stamping. And then I'm going to make sure that, yeah, when you travel with one of these mats, you always want to put it where it's going to be flat. That's how mine's bowed, because I carried it in a bag where it wasn't flat. Okay, so don't do the same thing I did. I have two of these. One is bowed, one isn't, and I grabbed my one that's bowed here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do some stamping. We're going to stamp our sending hugs. Or sending smiles and hugs. All of our stamping is going to be in the intense black. And we're going to start with the sending. I think I'm going to do it on the light side. Okay, there's our sending. And then we're going to do smiles and hugs. Okay, and this is going to be tucked up under there, so it doesn't matter. I'm not going to worry about bannering it or anything. Oh, I guess I did banner that one. I guess I could banner it, but it is going to be tucked up under there. And then we're going to do our butterfly. I've got lots of other things stuck on this stamp and this plaque. Okay, there's our butterfly. Okay. And then next we are going to color our butterfly. Give it a little second to dry there. And so now we are going to go ahead and put these pieces down. We're going to banner. Let's do that. Go ahead and banner our sending smiles. Cut up the middle and meet it on the ends. Okay. And I guess I will do this one too, but I think butterfly is going to end up covering it, so it's not really going to matter. But I am going to just go ahead and do it just in case. Did you bring me a toy? You did. You're a good boy. Okay, and so now we're going to go ahead and put our sending smiles down. I did use some foam tape on there. And again, I'm just using the center out of one of my shaker cards. I still have the ring here that I can use for a shaker card, but I'm using the foam tape out of the center here for other things, such as this. I love that spray in the background on this card. Okay, and I'm going to line this right here. I see I got one of these things stuck to my finger. I'm lining it up to the edge of that paper. And I'm going to put a little bit on this one. Let's see, I might need to do a little more. Okay. And you could do different thicknesses, like the thick and the thin of the foam tape would look nice too, so you had different dimension. Okay, then we're gonna do on the back of our butterfly. And again, I'm only putting it in the center so that I can kind of play with his wings a little bit and give him a little bit of movement. So I could I think I'm gonna put him, no, I think I want to come down a little bit. Ooh, can I still come down a little bit? Okay, let's see. You want to make sure that your end isn't off your card so that you can still mail it, right? And now for fun, I'm gonna do shimmer in here, but I'm also gonna do some liquid glass in the center, but I want to put some shimmer first. Okay, and then I'm gonna shimmer the rest of this. Don't be afraid to mix techniques and mediums together with like the liquid glass and the shimmer. When actual glitter was a big thing, I used to take and mix liquid glass and actual glitter together. That was fun. Okay, and then I'm going to put liquid glass just on the center of my butterfly. All right, and then we're gonna let that dry. All right, there we are. We have completed our cards for the In Full Bloom Creative Design Studio. So here, this is still wet, so I don't want to put that on top of it. But here we have our workshop. And then here we have our Creative Design Studio. So I hope that you have enjoyed creating these cards. I can't wait to see your finished products. Your finished projects. Look at that liquid glass. So pretty. I love adding the different texture, shimmer, shine, dimension, and of course the workshop. All right, ladies, I will see you soon. Have a great rest of your day.